Buckle up for safety, buckle up. Buckle up for safety, always buckle up. Pull your seatbelt snug, give an extra tug. Buckle up for safety, buckle up for safety, buckle up. Buckle up for safety, always buckle up. Put your mind at ease, tell your riders please. Get your seatbelts buckled, everybody buckle up.
Take off into bliss, something that leaves me with her kiss. I'm so afraid of what I've done. Was it the right thing or was she the one? 'Cause when I look into the sky, all I see are your.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to LUVOL on Air. I'm your host, James, and I am here with 5 people, which is going to be a nightmare to Mike, so if there are any volume issues, don't blame me, please. Let's see if I can get this first try. Oh, God, that is loud. You guys can't hear it, but there's a buzz in my ear now. Someone talk into mics.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Oh my God, that is surprisingly good for the first shot. Okay.
Excellent. It's probably because I moved it 90 degrees to the left.
Let's begin. Actually, keep these headphones on today. Go ahead. Introduce yourselves one at a time first. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eli. I grew up in the great, beautiful city of Maryville. Foothills of the Smokies. Great childhood, good place. Go to the Smoky Mountains and visit. Yay!
If you want.
If you want.
Good.
I'm Brady. I'm from Long Beach, New York. That's about it.
He plays drums.
I play drums.
That's kind of
I do that.
Actually.
I'm Wyeth. I'm from Chattanooga. I play bass. Yippee.
I'm Carlos. I play guitar, I think. And then I'm from Saudi Daisy, Tennessee. By God.
I am Elizabeth. I am also from the same place as Wyatt and Carlos.
Which is?
And
Pick one.
Chattanooga. Chattanooga. And I also play guitar.
Awesome. Also, real quick, if you're talking into that mic right there, try to get as close to it as possible because it is being a little bit weird today.
Elizabeth is a copycat.
Hey.
I think that should work for now. It's gonna be fun trying to edit and compress this one. Anyway, let's just go around once more. Go back to everyone. Who are your biggest inspirations, individually, just as different people who are not connected in any way, shape, or form? Yeah.
Well,
musical or otherwise, any inspiration?
I'd have to say I really try not to retain to a certain genre because I like a lot of genres, but something that really some of the bands that really have inspired me has been the Grateful Dead, good old Jimi Hendrix. There's what?
Say Jimi Hendrix was one guy.
Dude, did you know?
First time.
Gosh, might as well pull up my Spotify, but I don't know. I listen to a lot of old hippie music and then some hyperpop and then some other stuff, but it all meshes together to make a very interesting art.
Some of my biggest inspirations musically would be System of a Down, definitely being at the top of the list. Among other bands, different genres as well. Try to diversify as much as I can, but of all them, System of a Down is probably the biggest inspiration, biggest influence for me.
Some of my biggest influences are like Death Cab for Cutie. I really like The Strokes, and I'm blanking right now. I'm blanking on some.
Dude, who do you love? Who inspires you?
I wish I had video for this too, because there are some funny facial expressions.
The thinking.
Yeah, like that one. And that one, yeah. Audience is gonna love that one.
I don't just love the Grateful Dead and Jimi Hendrix. I love a lot of other things. I couldn't think of anything.
we have a whole playlist I'll upload
Michael
to
Cera
the
Palin?
Instagram story later on.
I like Michael Cera Palin.
Elizabeth's liver,
I do love Michael Cera. He's such a funny
That
guy.
wasn't a bit.
Oopsies.
Who inspires you?
All right, my inspirations. So I have a very like broad music taste, and so like it's hard to pick like a certain couple people, but definitely big ones have been Metallica. I've been following them for a while. Also love watching their like, dude. I can't work with these people. But yeah. Others I would say would be like Kendrick Lamar. I love his music and like all the meanings within like his music and songs and stuff. And then other ones would be like Avenged Sevenfold, Sister Gates, Killer, guitarist. But yeah.
For me, like, as far as musically goes, I hate to say it, but, like, My Chemical Romance was the first band I got into. They're the first band whose songs...
Emo.
Okay, Metallica, you like Nickelback, too. Did you want to bring that up?
Oh, dude.
All right, yeah, on air. Air
This is the
now.
day the band breaks
It's
up.
Joe.
Yeah, we're done.
The most embarrassing listen is Tame Impala.
I thought you were going to
I
say
think it's like
nope, I'm
3
gonna go.
guys.
You've
isn't
got
it?
worse.
Oh, yeah.
100 Gex.
Yeah.
Death Grips.
Death Grips is I did have Death Grips as my top listening. Oh, but I do love.
You were
the-
very ashamed of that.
I love how silly the drums and their vocals sound. Though he's so silly. I love it.
But yeah, I really like their guitar parts. I also, I have like a really embarrassing music taste. I like Divorce Dad Rock, but as far as like I love David Bowie. He's like someone I really
Don't
like,
worry,
look
the
up to in a
people
way.
the people whose time slot I stole today, Mia and Paige of Hit Show Mommy Issues, also love that kind of music.
Oh,
So yeah,
cool.
you're good.
So I'm so good right now, guys.
That's what they usually play during this time slot anyway. So
Perfect. But yeah, and then as far as just like people in general that inspire me, I don't know. It's just kind of like normal people, the ones that just kind of like make it work and make it happen. It's not like a person in specific. It's just a gist.
You inspire me, Elizabeth.
Thanks.
wow. How inspiring to me. And now I've been asking you all questions as individuals, but you're not individuals at all.
No,
Oh,
not
No,
this one.
we
You
don't
have
have
not-
identities.
You don't have free
We're boys
will.
together in
identities,
one
no.
band.
Conglomerate with Eli's face on it.
Yeah.
We
So
actually
what?
own our drummer.
Oh yeah. We'll
So
get into that later.
what is this conglomeration called?
The Koneyo Project.
Awesome.
If you
How
say
did?
Koneyo, be very upset and disappointed.
Please
So how-
say the Koneyo Project.
If
how-
you want.
If you want.
If you want, it's optional.
If you want, but if not, so how did the Koneyo Project come together, and where did the name come from?
You got the name. I'll go give the origin story.
You can go
Okay.
with the origin story.
I love this story, so I'm gonna take it. So me, Wyatt, me as in Elizabeth, Wyatt and Carlos, we all went to high school together. And we did like a dumb little band thing our like senior year, and then the day we all moved up here, they came over to my place, and we were hanging out playing Mario Party, and Wyatt says to me, he's like, dude, I met this guy in a bucket hat, and he asked me if I wanted to roam. And I think he could be our singer. So I was like, invite him over. So the first time I met Eli is when he walked through the front door of my apartment. And that was the first time I met this guy.
Hair
And
blowing in the wind.
yeah, we all hung out. We went, we jammed in my room a little bit. We tortured Carlos. It was a great old time.
don't remember that.
You had a skeleton.
Yeah, we
thing
all
that I
like
could
got
mess
like 3 inches from your face, and we were like a room, a
Oh,
rubber room,
yeah.
in
A rubber room
with
full of
rats.
rats.
Yeah, it was
with.
awesome.
Good. He did not like. We were like strangers still, and
Oh, yeah.
we just
Yeah,
did that to
dude.
Carlos. It was awesome.
It's a bonding
Crazy. I
moment.
met you that day.
Oh yeah. So I went up to him. I was like, man, what do I do? I'm out at a brand new place. I don't know anybody except 2 other people, which were, Ken's, whom we know now. But I walked up to this tall guy with an artsy little hat. I was like, oh, this guy's a liberal. So I come up, I go over to him, and I'm just like, hey man, you want to wander around aimlessly with me? And I don't know what in his mind made him go, yeah, okay. But he said it. And
Yeah, I had
we
nothing
became
else
good
going
friends.
on.
Was he wearing
I live with him now.
This crazy looking guy with like big curly hair. I don't think his hair's looked that big and curly since.
Really?
No,
Oh well,
I don't know why.
it's gonna happen again.
You gotta
better watch
you gotta
your back.
moisturize it more. Use more conditioner.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, and then the first time we were gonna jam, we were heading to the parking garage.
Wait,
And-
you didn't explain Brady.
That's what I'm doing, you dumb. I can't sit. All right. You buffoon. But we all went to McCallie's and to sit there for a minute, and Eli just starts playing like rock paper scissors with some guy across the room, and then Eli ends up winning it and invites him to come sit with us. And so he sits down and we're like talking. We're like, hey, do you play drums by any chance? And that's how we got Brady, and we do own the legal
Wow.
rights to Brady. So
I lost them in a game of rock paper
That's
scissors.
how Ringo happened too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did Ringo also pick paper and lose? Is that
Yeah.
how that happened?
Also, Ryan King of the Fields, exact same way.
Oh, same
Yeah.
way? Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
yeah.
Happens rock, paper, scissors. Maybe it's deciding the fate of the universe as we
Exactly.
But like the
like
funny thing
regular
is,
show.
for like
That's how the people in power.
disrespectful, these disrespectful fools. For like 2 weeks straight, I thought Brady just did not like us. Just like hated us. And
I
did
mean,
not want to
Dude,
be
get this. For the past 2 years, I haven't.
Here's the thing: when
way.
someone owns your soul, I think it's very hard to like the person who owns your soul.
We learned this in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah, Ron Payman.
So where did the name Koneyo, the Koneyo Project, come from?
Well, I'll tell you. So, back in the days of high school, I was really dreaming up this huge story, and I still am dreaming it up. But it was a passion project of mine, and it featured this company called Koneyo, which is supposed to be this giant mega corporation owned by the main character of the story named Milo. Conglomerate. But Milo is a younger individual, and he owns this huge corporation. He doesn't really know how to run it feasibly, ethically. You get it. But the following point of the entire story is he's trying to remain ethical with it. But at the end of the day, it's a huge corporation with different branches and different parts, and a lot of those parts do not always move together. And it's kind of supposed to say how in modern and reality how a lot of monopolistic kind of corporations do not work together and can break apart and are also mostly unethical. Shout out.
Just like the band.
Yeah, that's how we got Brady. Carlos hinders a lot, but he kind of deserves it. So it's just kind of you get what you get. Yeah, the guy that's on his phone right now.
Quit Facebooking in the middle of the interview,
You're
man.
literally on Instagram. Are you doom scrolling right now?
I was posted on the Koneyo.
Oh wow. Were you promoting me?
No.
Oh.
No, I was.
You can't see it, but I look sad right now. Anyway, you're all in the band. We've established that. What's your favorite part about being in the band?
These lovely people. I know. Just I love them.
I second that.
My mind has been changed.
You know.
Oh, Brady's
Years down, I'm just gonna try owning all of our like copyrighted stuff myself.
That's
You've
the
given
move.
away 10% to like 20 people. So
Yeah,
you're
you
out.
I'd love to try and give away equity of the
So
band
we're
when we're
going
in
to
the
kick Carlos out live.
Yeah, right now.
We will now have
If
one
if
guitar
if there's
player.
any drama going on, air it out right now. It'd be a great interview, exclusive.
Well,
It'd be so fun.
Carlos, since we're here,
and also,
Eli cheated on me.
it's not.
With wife. My wife
I
did the
thought
same with Brady.
I thought that came out during the last show. Oh. It's fine. It's whatever.
He's forgetful.
I skipped a
Ever
question.
since Grumby.
Dude, the secret six band member.
Oh,
Don't. We can't.
wait.
He did things
Who's
we can't talk
Grumby?
We
about
can't
on
really
air.
talk about.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm not allowed.
No.
Is Grumby safe enough for the FCC?
No.
You should
Well,
not contact
okay.
him. You should not email him. You should not look at him. You shouldn't.
Actually,
think
please
about
stop
him.
ting about him.
Yeah, forget he existed.
Forget who existed.
Try.
Did we
Anyway.
mention we have a Canadian as a bassist?
Oh.
You said you're from Chattanooga. You're from Canada, silly.
Oh, guys, I got the script wrong. I'm so sorry.
What you didn't see was Brady giving Wyatt the most gentle little pat on the head when he said that I've ever seen in my life.
But anyways, yes.
Silly.
It was very pet owner. We're gonna move on before that gets weirder. Your first single, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Araya? Araya, yeah. Released October last year. What was the writing process like for that? How did it come together?
I think we really were just like, man, we were just throwing stuff at a metaphorical wall, and then just, I
Yeah,
think, I
it was
think
like
was
Wyatt with a
Wyatt,
bass
yeah.
line on the when we were playing on the parking garage, and like Brady was the one really pushing for us to write originals instead of
wanted
just
to write
doing
music.
covers. Yeah,
I like writing music.
and
I-
like I was
I-
afraid.
I picked like I think 4 random chords, started playing them in order. Wife made a bass line, and then we went from there.
And then I have a video on my phone of me sitting crisscross on the ground. It's like dark, and we're on the garage, and me figuring out like the main riff to that song, and then like the like dropout part, and Carlos's solo going on in the back. It was like really cool to just kind of like watch it fall into place.
Yep.
And it really did fall into place rather quickly. Like
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
just this process, this timeline being so like. happening
That
in
one
like
did
a
happen
night.
pretty quick.
Yeah, as soon as we
crazy.
actually had a drum set.
It's kind of beautiful.
Back to the
honestly.
little like MIDI
Yeah,
pad.
the MIDI pad. If you guys want to, you can look on our Instagram and see a video of us playing The Wizard by Black Sabbath with Brady on a drum pad that's making barn animal noises, and it's really interesting.
Good stuff.
One of our first posts.
But really, yeah, that's just another thing I love is that like all it takes is one of us to have just the foundation of a song, and then we can do the rest pretty quickly. Now some of them are a little bit harder because they were a little different songs, but
We get there.
I want to circle back to one thing. Brady, you're the drummer.
Yeah.
You're the one who was pushing for original songs, the drummer.
Yeah, dude. Get that, man. That's crazy, right?
You're
Hey, I wanted to do originals too. I just
This guy's been playing longer than
It's
all of
true.
us.
Yeah, he's the most experienced by far.
that just caught me so off guard.
but you
I-
can play a 4/4 rhythm like me.
Why didn't you grab it like you were a claw machine or something?
We are deconstructing stereotypes here on LUVOL on Air, everyone. Array of the recording process. I believe you recorded that in there's either Studio A or Studio B. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did that recording session come together, and what did that look like?
It was Jameson.
It was
Needed,
Jameson.
No, Red
Jameson
Thunder.
needed someone to record for his.
Yeah.
Was it multi-track project?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he reached out to Carlos, and then
Oh my
yep,
Probably.
he reached out to you because of ODP.
Yeah.
This is Carlos, everybody. This is exactly what
I
he
hope
does.
you guys understand it's not even a bit. Like every day of our lives.
My stomach still hurts.
I think you said that before we went on air, so there's no. Reason
It's all
to
the
still.
radio waves in the room. I understand like gets mixed in right here.
This is what they want. Yeah, as far as the actual studio process, whenever we walked in, it was really new because, I mean, most of us, or all of us at that time, never really done anything like something like that before. So we kind of just listened to what they told us to do and went on.
Yeah, and it was really interesting because studio sessions tend to be in the late, deep, dark, secret hours of the night.
I think that one was an 8
That
to
was-
4.
No, the first it was a 12 to 4 because the whole
Yeah.
problem
12 to
is that
4?
it was only 4 hours. So by the time we got the drum set up, we were only tracking for like an hour before we had to pack up.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. And my biggest thing with it is so I had 8 a.m.s 5 days a week that semester, and because we got out at 4 a.m., I knew if I went home, I wouldn't wake up. I'd just stay there. So I would sleep in my car in the parking garage
Oh.
for like an hour and a half, maybe
No,
2,
that's
and then brush my
bad.
teeth, and then whatever building the next morning and go for it.
Oh,
And then go to audio fund like
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah, it was either commercial musicianship, so I was sitting there like snapping and clapping with the clerk.
Say that?
Commercial
musicianship. I heard commercial.
It's like
my favorite class is kombucha musicianship.
we were talking about the Grateful Dead.
Mhm.
So. But yeah, and it was either that or the Pro Tools class, digital audio technologies. Those already aren't fun at 8 a.m., much less in that state.
Yeah. So we touched on this a little bit before, but what does like the songwriting process look like for the band as a whole?
Well, it really can depend. So, for instance, for our song Magnolia, I literally just was putting 3 keys together, like, and it just came together. I don't know.
What
I don't know
love
who
about
started.
that one is he was just doing something on the keys. When we were rehearsing at a place that shut down now, but dude,
Rest in peace, R&R Studios.
we everyone like took a break, went to the bathroom. As we came back, like I started laying down like this finger picking part, and then like as people came back, we just kind of started grooving on it. And I'd argue that song is one of the ones that like came together the fastest. because like it just kind of happened because we were working on.
And Arreo were definitely the fastest.
Yeah,
to
because we were
get
working on
together.
our other song, Highest Bidder, and that one's been like taken apart and put back together several times to get to where it is now.
But it is beautiful.
I,
Yes, it is.
we now
That
love
was
it.
my favorite.
It's
Yeah,
probably my favorite.
it's really fun
Honestly,
to play
it sucks
live.
that She Sucks is also one of my favorites.
Yeah,
That's my
that-
favorite for sure.
It's fair. It's so good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just it all just like normally starts with like one person going with something, and then everyone else kind of being like, I'm gonna try this, and then it goes from there.
Awesome. And so are any of those songs going to be released in the near future? Aw.
We're gatekeeping forever. We're never releasing.
But we should have stuff coming out sooner than later.
Into
Hopefully.
the semester.
If you would
maybe?
like
Yeah,
to, you can.
original goal was EP out at the end of the semester. If not, start of next semester.
Hmm.
If you'd like to, you can access our Instagram at the Koneyo Project.
Why are you looking at
And-
me? You're the one. It's your Instagram.
We'll probably be posting something about our new releases and even on Spotify, which we have.
Arraya on Spotify.
Mhm.
And what's really cool is if you're really desperate to hear these songs, you're just so upset you can't get to them on normal streaming platforms, go to YouTube. They're like almost all on YouTube from
Yeah.
when we played shows at the Laundry Room, which is a snazzy little venue that we'll be returning to shortly.
Mhm.
Stay tuned to the Instagram for that. But so you can also see all of our songs there.
It looks like Carlos has something to say.
I was in a dress, so if
You
you,
were
want
in
to
a
see
dress?
that,
Oh yeah,
I
from
mean,
when we dressed up like
Yeah.
the Scooby-Doo.
We
You were
will.
Scooby-Doo. I
The
was
entire
Shrek.
like second half of the show is gonna be talking about playing live. So we will most
We'll
certainly
hold
get to
off
that.
on Okay.
Let's see. Okay, Eli, this is a pointed question for you. So drink that water good.
It's actually not.
You have a microkorg,
I do.
correct? I have seen you use it.
I've seen you use yours.
What? Oh, right, yeah.
What?
Dude, he was freaked out. He was like,
Because
how do you know?
I block all memories of Smith Hall out of my mind.
That's fair. That's so fair.
Yeah, and so but I brought my microkorg for like the second semester I was here, and we lived in the same dorm, not the same dorm, but the same dorm hall. You were like right down the hall.
Yeah.
No, you were next door, weren't you?
I was like 3 doors down, I think.
Dude.
Well, you should
Almost
call
like
me
that one
Superman if I'm alive. We're going to break, everyone. No.
Brady's gonna be so happy that made it in.
We got a break. We could do that break very soon, though. Let's see. What was I saying? A microkorg.
Or
I love microkorg.
I like microkorg too.
Are you going to release a song soon that has the microkorg on it?
Of course.
yes.
Magnolia will be featuring the. Well, no, it will be Okay, so in the future, absolutely, I love my microkorg and I can take it anywhere and do pretty much anything with it. And I have been fiddling with that thing for years. I got it in actually, I think middle school, and I wanted to be a DJ, and that's how I originally got it. It's kind of funny. I was gonna call myself Elk Boy. Oh my goodness.
Elk
She said
Boy?
that's your
Long.
YouTube name.
I know.
Believe it's cited on
I changed it to
everyone's
Eli Miller, but no. Thankfully, I had it like years down the line, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this thing now. So I'm just, it's a fun little thing to have, and I will absolutely be releasing some songs using the microkorg.
not
Awesome.
if I have anything to say about it.
Will you use the vocoder?
I will. I think the vocoder would be awesome. I love to experiment with synthetic sounds and vocals, so I would have, as long as the band is like, you go for it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
Don't go for it, dude.
Carlos,
This guy sucks.
go back. You know what? Get back on your phone. Get back on your phone.
Dude literally scrolls for like 10 minutes. You cannot get his attention
Oh, yeah.
for 10 minutes in a room
It's his
sometimes.
He's
original
got
guy.
he's got TikTok.
is-
I got it.
It's
Hold on. Let me get
impressive.
my.
Oh,
Jingle,
Give him
jingle,
the
jingle.
keys, he'll gnaw on him.
Look at the blue little Lego man. If you want.
big toy.
Anyway.
There's a duck.
Oh, there's a rubber duck laser pointer,
Yeah, it's awesome.
which would be a great band name. I'm gonna copyright that. Could someone pick a number 1 through 25, please?
17.
17. I already have this written down as a question later on. Pick another number. Any other number.
4.
4. I heard 4 first.
Why was my number bad? What
Because I had
You get
that.
the bad ones.
What I'm
New
doing
York.
now is we have some time before break, and so before break happens, I have no questions at this time. So I just have a page of random questions where I just ask the other people, "Hey, pick a number 1 through 25," and I'll ask that number. However, the one that you picked, what advice do you have to other musicians? Is I have coming up later. So yeah, don't want to repeat stuff. That's right. Don't want to repeat stuff.
Should've
I
known,
picked the
dude.
one
I do
wrong
not.
answer.
Yeah, I do not want to repeat stuff.
You did repeat that 3
right
times.
options.
Average
Anyway.
New Yorker.
We got about 2 minutes until I have to go to break. So quickly, any pre-show rituals you guys do?
We put all our hands in one big circle and go, on 3, Koneyo! 1, 2, 3, Koneyo!
And then we jump really high in the air.
Yeah, I can't jump. I'm seated. Also, you wouldn't have seen me. It doesn't matter.
He would have broken the microphone jumping up and his head would hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
That'd be
Mine
kind
is
of
so
cool.
tall,
It would
you
be
know what I
kinda
mean?
We have
Yeah.
3-foot high ceilings here at WMTS. All right, another one. Actually, no. Someone said 2, right?
I think so.
Probably.
What is your favorite part of the songwriting process?
Carlos got this
Works.
one.
When it works, that's so real.
Finally there.
No, yeah, when it just hits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Making something that's like, I'm like in my head like, oh, this is good. And then everyone else is like, dude, that's bad.
That's my favorite part
Shout
too.
out to
That's
the
my
array
favorite
of
part.
recording process. I've never felt so guilty for the way I've harped on Carlos in my life.
All right,
But that solo turned out great.
we're gonna do one more quick one. 1 through 25.
17.
No.
18.
7.
Dude, you hate me.
I heard 7 first.
7 is the most sick number out of 1 out of 10.
Okay. You keep picking the wrong ones. Do you prefer playing alone or playing with the backing band? You are a band.
No,
Yes, yes.
I hate the jazz.
The
Yes.
backing band sucks.
We do not like him.
Yeah, dude, our rhythm
part of
section is rough.
Can't stand them.
This is actually
Yeah, it was
Brady's
drums,
backing
drums.
band.
Honestly,
He sang on a song.
I mean, we
I
did
did
have
sing
a
on a
percussion
song.
section in
Yeah.
our cover of the Geese song. Forgot.
Mm,
Oh yeah, we did all join in.
I brought my trinkets. That was fun.
Trinkets are cool.
cool.
We gotta have Carlos do backup vocals though, for real. I need to hear his beautiful voice.
Look, I couldn't say the actual words because
Yeah,
that would be bad.
How it is.
Anyway, we got about 30 seconds. Here's the last 30 seconds of Everlong by Foo Fighters before break. And then when we come back, we'll be talking a lot about playing live and having... I can't think of anything that rhymes with live, so I'll just say having fun.
Lime.
Here on WMTS 88.3 Murfreesboro. Playing live and getting slimed. What? 5? Vibe? Playing live and doing vibes. I don't know.
Yeah,
In the
that's a good
jive.
Anyway, I'm going to cut all these mics off all at once now. Ah!
What's the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. You're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's the Scooby-Doo? What's the Scooby-Doo? We're gonna follow you. You're gonna solve that mystery. We see you, Scooby-Doo. We're coming after you. What's the Scooby-Doo? Don't look back. You may find
Dude,
All right.
I know my favorite bands.
What are they? Quick.
Wand, Foxygen, and probably Tame Impala.
Oh, he's one guy.
No, he's like 3 guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back, everyone. If you're just now joining us, I'm here with the Koneyo.
No.
with the Koneyo Project.
Can we call you to action?
I think so, because you're not addressing the audience, you're addressing
No.
me.
Just you.
Yeah.
You should say it right.
Oh, okay. I should. I had to research you guys for a while. Let's see. Okay, now coming back, we came back with What's in Scooby-Doo by Simple Plan. I think you all know why. Because we're going to be talking about live shows and you performing
That's
live
so
for about the last half of this thing.
Sweaty.
First and foremost, before break, someone say King Gizzard? I could have sworn
No one said King Gizzard.
I also
not even
like
wearing the
King
shirt.
Gizzard.
I do like King Gizzard.
I like
I
King
think we talked about this before. Hell
We
yeah.
probably did.
Anyway, actually, this is a question for you, Eli.
Okay.
You've brought your son to shows before.
My son. Oh.
Oh, my name's Eli.
That guy.
Yeah.
Well.
How do you justify that reckless child endangerment?
Okay. Well, it's not so much child endangerment. He is a full-grown sponge lad. And I find a little of a offense you having a comment on my parenting. First of all, and
I mean, you put it on video and put it out to the world to see. So I
okay.
don't
Well,
think I
listen.
judge it.
He's just hanging out. This is what he likes to do. He
Yeah.
likes to jump around.
I
and
mean,
he's into
Hanging
it.
out under your
It's for when
shoe.
he's like older.
I mean, like one of the comments on your YouTube channel mentions how you, Carlos, ate the son because of your
What?
gluttony.
Wait,
Yeah.
who mentioned that?
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
It was. I think it's under the full video at the laundry room. Someone commented like, "My favorite part is here, where Carlos and its gluttony ate Eli's son."
That was horrible.
And someone,
yeah, no, I
it's-
got just a little hungry.
It's like liked by the Koneyo Project too. So one of you have seen it.
Awesome.
I mean, I like eating him.
I like the eating to him.
Anyway, real questions only from here on out.
Okay.
Or will there be? Anyway, how did you all get your start booking shows, and what were those first shows like?
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, are we gonna talk about the real first ones? Or are we scratching that?
The real first ones, like,
No.
the first show that we ever played was Monterey.
No, it wasn't.
No,
It was
There
at the
are
open
two
mic.
before
It was
that.
at the
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Wait, two?
Yeah.
So our very first performance, I wouldn't even
I forgot about.
I would even call it a show. It was Intro to Music.
Intro to Music.
With Angela Tips. Shout out. And me, Wyatt, and Carlos were in there, and she really liked us, and that was cool. And we were going over rock, and she said, "Hey, you guys want to play a song?" And we said, "We'll play a song," and we played our song.
It was fun.
Class.
Yeah.
My string broke.
And then our second show was it was technically an open mic night that we kind of just like took. I don't know.
It was just us, and then like it was Anna,
Anna Shinholster and Nat.
and Nat.
I don't know,
Well,
was it?
actually, no, I haven't had Nat on the show yet. I have had Anna Shinholster on though.
Shout out, she's a sweetie,
shout
she's so
out.
nice. But yeah, and then we did a set at R&R, rest in peace. Back when they had, it was called the Alley. That was the name of their stage. And then we get to Monterey. And the thing about our Monterey submission is the day we were supposed to record to submit those files, somebody crashed their bike and had to get stitches.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Barely, because I did get a mild concussion, but I do remember that.
Yes.
I still
Little did he know it was
don't
me.
wear a helmet often, but it's okay.
Do you remember who you are?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Alright. The frontman of Koneyo Project. Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
there's real shows, Wyatt.
Yeah, so we got to last semester is when we started like actually booking real shows, and actually the first show that we booked was the one at Dark Matter. Was the first one this last couple of weeks. I think that was the first one we actually had worked out, and when we first
That's
started
the
playing.
first one that got booked.
Yeah,
That was the most recent.
and then we've played a couple shows at the laundry room. It's been a learning experience, learning how to book stuff. Never did it before. It was stressful and freaky, and
Freaky.
yeah.
When I think live shows, I think freaky.
Yeah, as you
That's
should.
true.
If you've seen us live, you'd know.
I have seen you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think-
are pretty freaky.
I think both times at the laundry room. Yeah, because those were both fetal shows too, weren't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Let's see. I lost my place. Oh yeah. What do you think makes you stand out as a live band? And I will give you an answer. Scooby Doo.
Okay. Yeah, that performance definitely made us stand out because of the way we all dressed. I think was really notable.
Yeah.
Everyone want to say who they were? Scooby-Doo.
I was Shaggy.
I was Scooby Doo.
Come on, Carlos. Who were you?
I was Daphne.
I was
He
Velma.
was a good Daphne, I'll tell you
was
that.
Fred.
But I was hot. My
He was.
Yeah,
He
Except
was.
for the fact that you had to borrow my shorts to put on under it and didn't wash them, and then they sat in Siri's car for a month.
Yeah.
In Siri's car.
Back.
That's not my fault.
You know, speaking
messed up. Dude, that is crazy.
Welcome to the Gross Out Hour here on WMTS 88.3 Murfreesboro.
I had for that show I wore a Scooby-Doo onesie, one of the ones with like the big like head over it. And it was gross. It was sweaty and very warm. Playing the like 40-minute set in it.
See
Disgusting.
The pictures of him.
The pictures of me, it's disgusting.
Glistening.
But seeing headbang and like Scooby's head go up and down is beautiful.
It's awesome.
I like couldn't see when I had it on half the time.
Still to this day has not washed it.
Oh,
It's never been
I don't
washed.
like
haven't
that.
touched it since.
Isn't it
I'm
sitting
glad I
on
didn't
the
tell you guys to
washer?
come in costume.
It's sitting on the shelf above the washer.
It's almost there.
So it's there, just barely out of reach.
It's got like the essence of like being washed.
clean.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
It's like next to the bottle of detergent, you know?
The concept has washed over it.
Yeah, let's go with
I
that.
get it.
And so I guess what else do you think makes you stand out as a live band?
I think just the way we act. I like to say that all of us are pretty fun people to be around, and we are not really all that serious a bunch of times.
No.
But we are serious when need be.
You guys are so. This interview has
Oh, yeah, deadpan.
no funny.
Emanated maturity, professionalism.
Nope.
You guys
And
can
good
laugh if
vibes.
you want to.
Pee pee poo
Don't feel
poo.
like, don't feel pressured, please.
Yeah. I think one thing that does make us stand out, though, is we're a full 5-piece band, and I don't see, like, I don't think there's that many bands here that have 5 people. Like, a lot of the ones that have 2 guitars, one of them are also singing.
Yeah, it's
So-
from what I can think of, it's usually 3 or 4 people. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's one thing, and that can be a pain at times because there's only 5 seats in a car with a bunch of gear, and the stage is only so big sometimes.
And having Carlos.
and
in the
yeah,
band also.
Carlos
And
when
my
he
butt-
eats
my butt is only so big.
Suns.
He eats Suns.
Well, yeah, when he eats Suns,
Oh, yeah, he
there's
does
not
eat
much
Suns.
room anymore.
S-U-N-S, not
Sun.
S-O-N-S.
He gets really
I
bloated.
was spelling it with an O. It's a problem.
When did you say the word sons? I didn't even catch that.
What?
You said S-U-N-S, not S-N-O. Not wait. Hold on.
No, we're
I'm
getting
missing
mixed up
something.
Maybe we should move on.
I have had many schizophrenic episodes today. Favorite part about playing live?
I really like jumping around on stage and acting crazy.
Ego boost. I love playing.
Real.
I love playing music, and I love just like, I don't know, just like doing things and like making myself feel cool.
I like looking up. I have a hard time with looking up when I play. It's
'Cause you're
very
short?
noticeable. Yeah, that's part of it. But like when I do, like it's like, whoa, people are like kind of like into it. This is cool. But one of my favorite things is probably during our song Highest Bidder is when Eli jumps off stage and gets in the mosh pit while the rest of us just have a good time on stage.
Which you have video of on your YouTube
Yeah,
and your
we do.
Instagram.
I have a good time in the mosh pit though. At the last show though, in the laundry room, I got sucked in there. It was intense. I was like, oh my goodness, I might get stuck in here forever
Brady
and
got
die.
knocked to ZD during that
Yeah.
that show.
It was
No.
really disrespectful.
It's always good. They keep getting better and better, and I hope that everybody who's listening to this decides one day if they would like to come and if they would feel safe enough, join into the mosh pit, which would make me quite pleased.
I'm blinking 3 times. Help me.
Subtle.
Verbally blinking every time.
Blink, 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 blink.
You should not have said
Oh. That was me blinking. I don't like that.
That was me blinking. That was me blinking.
And what about you two back there in the peanut gallery? What do you like about playing live?
It's just a fun time. The energy on stage is always really nice. Would it be like, is it a different question to say like what song we would enjoy performing most? Or is that
No, you can go ahead. Say whatever you want.
Okay, yeah, chill. I really like performing The Highest Bidder. That's my favorite song to play. It's the most fun. It has the most active drum part, and it's just a blast every time.
Yeah, I kind of just feel on it. It's just kind of, it's really fun. I get really anxious about playing on stage a lot, but it's been a lot better, and it's been just kind of like really cool to actually see people into our music, and that's awesome. Don't touch me.
There was a loving chin touch from Carlos to Wyeth right there. What? Say again? I know I'm gonna look back at my at the waveform of this later and be like, what's this really quiet part? And just hear, he's after me. Do you guys have like a favorite or most memorable show that you've done so far?
I'll honestly want to say this: either the parking garage or the Scooby-Doo show.
The
Oh, the
Scooby-Doo
parking
show was
garage.
definitely memorable, given that we were all dressed up in costumes.
We didn't talk about that. We did a parking garage show where we just got a couple bands together. Steel Hayes, who we've played with before too, and Maya and the Sidekicks. Shout out Brady, also drums for them. But we just got a couple bands together and we did a show. Yeah, I can't say
Yeah.
that word. A show on the garage, and we actually had a really good turnout. It was kind of like I did not
really
expect
nice.
that, and so yeah, it was really cool. Like we just kind of did it ourselves, very DIY. Borrowed a PA.
Shout out Chris Jordan.
Yeah, shout out Chris Jordan for the PA system.
Another person I've had on my show.
Yeah,
Awesome.
couldn't have happened without him. But yeah, that one's really memorable just because it was so like DIY and worked out.
Yeah.
I would say for me personally, it would either actually be this past laundry room show we had with also the Feetles. I forgot when it was. Yeah, February someday. February like 32nd, something like that.
Was that the Fatal Affair one, or is that the one that was
Yeah,
after?
yeah.
Okay.
That one for me, just because that was our first show that we like, I guess, kind of booked on ourselves, and
The turnout on that show was like the amount of people that showed up to that was really impressive. Like when we were like going through everything at the end of the night and like seeing how many people came out and like supported like local bands and everything and local venues, because I mean that's really how it all like goes in a circle, and so just seeing it like grow and like it was really cool.
Yeah, and to let people at home know, if you don't know what the laundry room is, it's a venue that's literally in like
Someone's laundry room.
And the way you know that there's a very good turnout is when it's like 4 degrees outside and you walk inside, it's 106.
Yep.
Because there's so many college people crammed into a
And every time
little
we've played there
space.
so far, it's been 106.
And I will say, like the mosh pits in that tiny room,
No, wait.
they get
Intimate.
intimate.
They
Yeah,
are
do.
tight and they are intense, and those were weird words.
I did want to add, like, that show Carlos brought up at the laundry room, the second one with Fatal Affair and the Feetles, was also a very momentous show for me because I got to perform in front of some of my best friends from back home, whom I always miss and always love. Big shout out. But yeah, I will say.
Sick. Do you guys have any advice to other musicians looking to play live?
Make connections, networking. I know people hate that word, but yeah.
It's an evil word.
It's okay to be an opener.
Yeah.
It works out really great for you. You know, you get bigger bands in there,
Exactly.
and it's only like good for you.
We've never headlined and we have no problem with that. Like, it's fun. And also, when you go first, that means you get to, like, go crazy afterwards. You don't have to be like, I can't let my hands get hurt. I can't get too out of breath. Like, I can't let these things happen beforehand. That's one thing, like, I felt at our last show at Dark Matter is, like, because we went on second, Steel Hayes went first, and I was like, I'm not doing anything in this pit because I need my fingers.
And Steel Hayes is a band that you like want to go crazy for.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
they're-
like we're really close with like Max, and so I was like, I stood there and I was like nodding my head. I was like, I like it. So yeah, and also like, you know, you could DM us on Instagram if you wanted to, because if you're looking to book a show, like we like playing shows. If you like, worst thing we can say is no. Chances are we're probably gonna go for it. So
That's another thing about live shows I just want to add real quick. I love meeting the people of the other bands and getting a connection with them just because they're all really cool people. And it's cool knowing musicians, especially people that you see as, I don't want to use the word better, but more experience than you.
Yeah.
You look up to. But yeah.
awesome. I gotta go back to the fun page of questions that you keep choosing.
Wait,
the
one,
wrong-
a number?
One.
Oh, wait, yep. What's up?
17? Is that? No.
I think we're gonna do 1 because Carlos said 1. which is actually one of my favorite questions to ask. If you could collaborate with any artist dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Nickelback. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Anyone have an answer?
Can it be?
I mean, we already collabed with the Beatles, so like, I mean, you know, we've been on stage together.
What if we collabed with King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard?
Never heard of them.
I don't know the answer to that question.
If I had to pick a bigger band, just because they're like my idols, I mean, Metallica.
Dude,
Sorry,
Brady
guys.
would
Sorry, guys.
outdrum Lars so fast. Lars would be like, yeah.
Lars later.
To be fair, I could outdrum Lars.
Yeah, I think
Low
everyone
bar.
in this room
It's
could.
a low bar.
I don't know.
Just say Fred again.
I don't know.
Fred Durst?
There's just not like a specific one for me. Like any of them, just any band really. I like meeting new people and lots of people. So.
Like, one thing we always do on our last song, Cope, is we like to have someone else from one of the other bands playing with us come up and cope with us. And that's one of my favorite parts of our shows, is that, like, we just get someone up there and no one knows the words. We don't know the words other than Cope to that song. And so, like, you just get up there and you just go. And it gets faster every time and more aggressive every time, and it's beautiful.
Speaking of go, one of my friends, Blake, said that he thought that that's what I was saying on stage.
Go?
Instead of he thought I was saying go, go, but I'm actually saying cope to all those who were wondering.
There's a period at the end
Why
of that.
are we coping?
You don't know?
Coping and seething. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to make a second song.
Sequel.
Yeah.
3 songs: Cope and Seethe.
Cope Part 2.
Cope.
You gotta get
This
the
is-
together.
This already is the remix. I like.
Is this Cope like hour-long version right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, let's do. What?
It's cope.
Dude, Eli, shut
Cope.
up.
It's Koneyo Project actually.
Mayo.
Anyway, 1 through 25.
17.
Let's do any other number.
25.
25.
15.
Is there a song you wished you had written?
Ooh.
Like you hear it and you're like, I could have written that.
Ripped Pants by
What do you
Teenage Dirt.
You know, that's fair.
Rip Pants from SpongeBob. Teenage Dirtbag by.
Weedus.
What? Weedus? Weedus. Okay. I am bad with band
Written
names
in Brady's
sometimes.
local guitar shop.
It was.
Guitar Center. Sorry.
It was written there?
Yeah.
Holy crapples.
Wow.
You didn't know.
We have time to kill. Do you want to tell the story of that?
They are from Long Island, where I'm from, and they went to the Guitar Center closest to me, and that's where they wrote the song. I don't know.
Wow.
I think you should tell the
Inspiring.
story.
God, you're such
The
a
story,
good
I can tell the story as
yeah,
well.
Oh, yeah.
That's
go
a bit
ahead.
more interesting. So that was Cope, which is the song that we use to close our shows currently, is a song that was written by me and 2 of my buddies back home, my friend Jason and my friend Ryder. We had a little trio called Cope. So that was our like self-titled track, the only song that we wrote. It was
Not while I'm taking a drink.
no, it was great. A little thing when we first wrote that song, I wrote the bass part, not the drum part, which is another little fun thing. And then when we
Yeah.
recording that?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
We were over the summer, we were tracking the song, and I didn't give anyone any like tabs or anything for the song or lyrics until the day of when we were in the studio.
And like, let's emphasize how important day of is. We're not all here over the summer. Brady flies in.
I flew in for the day to move into my new apartment, track that song, and then leave.
We got
Yeah.
$100 though. We had to
yeah,
side
we helped this random guy help his daughter move too, and that's where we got the money.
Moved 2 apartments, then recorded a song, and then I left,
Oh my gosh.
which was fun. Yeah, but I didn't send anyone any tabs or
No.
anything until the day of when we're in the studio, like miking stuff up, and I'm writing them on the whiteboard
Yeah.
in like Studio E, making it as like
And, like,
annoying
the
for
people-
everyone as
too.
possible.
Yeah, he
I wrote them wrong,
ones the
yeah.
first time.
I wrote the tabs wrong.
And like, they thought we were joking. We're like, God, I can't wait to learn this song. And like the people mixing us were like, and we're
It
like,
wasn't a bit.
it wasn't a bit.
It was not a bit. That's
no
my
idea
fault.
how to play cope walking in those doors.
See, we have permission. It's not infringing on copyright.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah,
original code.
yeah.
Yeah. It's,
So now when that song makes $1 bajillion, you have a written agreement somewhere that says they can't sue you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brittany has screenshots. I trust
Yeah.
that.
No, I've got screenshots. we got approval.
I'll believe that.
Okay.
But will they?
No.
We'll
Yeah,
go
we may
with
have to
law.
like
Green
forcefully,
consumes all.
you know.
Can you crack your knuckles into the mic?
Oh.
Oh my! I cracked them all.
Everyone but me did it.
In case for
I took the
anyone
headphones
wondering,
off for a
James'
bit.
headphones are off, and he's shivering and red. Something
I don't
is
like that.
wrong.
That one didn't.
I'm gonna
sound
take a
great.
long sip of my. I have to say this is water for legal reasons. Not because it's alcohol. It's not alcohol.
I love water.
It's water.
Weird colored water there, man.
What?
Some weird colored water,
Yeah.
man.
Is there alcoholic water?
It's called vodka.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. 1 through 25 don't.
24.
24.
15.
This sucks.
Do you remember the first song any of you had ever written?
Yes.
Mine was a love song to my girlfriend.
Mine was
Oh.
also a love song to my girlfriend.
Oh.
But, we don't talk about
But he like sucks at it.
Mine was accidentally seeing my grandfather's
No comeback.
butt.
Oh.
Because I opened the door and he was changing clothes.
And that
I
was
saw,
you wrote a song about that?
Yeah, his bare end, and I called it Smooth Butt Dan.
Can we play that?
When will we see a live
I think the
debut?
lyrics are still at my grandparents'
Cover
house
that.
somewhere.
When are we playing that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Smooth Butt
I didn't
Dan.
know that.
Smooth Butt Dan.
Yeah, his name was Dan. I called him Dan Paul because there's like double divorce in my family and a lot of marriage, so there's a lot of grandparents.
Dan
so
will
I have
divorce.
special names. So his name was Dan, so I called him Dan Paul, and I went to like open his door to ask him a question. He was like, and he just butt.
Is your grandfather Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Like we said before, ladies and gentlemen, this is a completely serious show.
But
Yeah.
and I got really upset. Like I remember I like went back in my room and I was like crying. I was like, oh my god. And then like a couple weeks later, when it was my dad's weekend, I was with my other set of grandparents and I was telling my Popeye about it, another weird grandparent name I've got on the list. And he was like, dude, write a song about it. And I did, and I called it Smooth Butt Dan because I was baffled by the fact
And that
it was
evolved into
smooth.
Cope. And that, kids, is how babies are made.
Everywhere.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I gotta,
what I do sometimes. Not really.
I gotta know more. Are there any other hidden gems of first songs any of you made?
Walter Wall.
Walter
Oh my god, we wrote
Wall.
Walter Wall together.
What is that?
Did you ever see
wait,
Breaking
wait.
Bad?
Yeah, can I guess? Is it Wonderwall, but it parodied that it's about Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, and after, can you get in here with me?
Yeah.
And after
all,
all,
just me,
you're my Walter White.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the lyrics to that still.
We wrote that in biology
Yeah,
in
sophomore
high
year
school.
of high school. we were sitting in the back.
I think we were watching a
What-
documentary about
Wait, hold on.
the
You
warrior
ha-
gene.
You guys had an opportunity to play that very recently.
Yeah, well, we
And you
didn't know.
didn't.
They don't
That
disclose
was a
the
thing.
bits beforehand.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
secret.
that's true because they did play after
Levi
you.
gets mad
yeah.
at Sterling when he keeps telling everyone everything.
I'm an environmental science major, by the way, too.
I think the beautiful thing about Walter Wall is the only thing that follows Wonderwall is the chorus, and then the rest of it was like.
Is it a different song entirely?
Dude, I can't get over your cough. I can't help it. It's just. Can I say the home beavers live in? Can I say that word?
I think so. Yeah, as long as you don't put God at the beginning of it.
Okay, yeah, it was like I love the way you cough. I can't help it. It's just so damn hot, and it was like I know you teach chemistry.
The home
Let's
beaver.
learn about it between you and me. Yeah, dude, it rips. I have it in my room.
We gotta do that.
That was
Yeah.
in reference to Beaver's like home.
Yeah,
Yeah, the literal.
Yeah.
and it's like I love your green button up. I'd love to see it button down. It was great.
No wonder the Feetles like you guys.
They should let us write the lyrics for this band, man. We should start doing the lyrics.
Okay, let's see.
23.
20. We're just going down now. We kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. Favorite song to perform live?
Oh, this is a good question.
I already said mine. It's one of our songs, The Highest Bidder. That one's the most fun for me personally, at least.
That one.
that one too because I get to go into the mosh pit.
Yeah, I really like It Sucks That She Sucks, because I really get into it in that song
Ditto.
because I'm just playing like open chords but with an ungodly amount of distortion for the chorus.
Kurt Cobain in it.
Yeah, it's so fun, and I like it because I know the words to that song, and like I'll look at Eli and like it's just a good moment. I really like that song.
Sick.
And I really like the fade into cope at the end, the way we just like I turn on almost every pedal on my pedal board at the same time and just hit stuff and like wham on my whammy.
Real.
Hey, we can't say that on radio.
Yes, I can. It's a whammy bar on a guitar. It's a little thing that makes the bridge move, and it goes.
We have that on tape
Technical
now.
terms only.
Yeah.
For me, it's really stuck between Araya and Heist Bitter.
Ray is fun.
Because yeah, Araya's our first song, and plus it just like really, I don't know. I remember first us making that little like bridge breakdown area, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. And also, it's like the first like ever like I guess good lead part I've made. So yeah.
And the last. I gotta stop being mean to my. I have to stop being mean to my guests.
Especially me. I'm the one always getting picked on, dude.
He doesn't get sad. He just gets confused. It's fine.
Stay away.
There's a vigorous
And then-
shoulder rub going on right now.
And then the other one would be Highest Bidder. Just because at the very end, the last chorus, we just keep speeding it up. However
Yeah.
much Brady wants
so
to speed
fun.
it
We
up.
go as
Oh,
fast
and
as we
it's
can.
like faster every time.
Oh yeah.
low-key.
And like
That's what
also
it feels
Carlos and I like
the
start
goal.
like falling, like we both start bending down and leaning backwards, and like last show by the end of it, like my head was flat on the ground and my like legs.
I can.
I thought you fell over. Like
No,
I thought you just like tumbled down.
no, you're so mean.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
That's
the
Brady's job.
the show, that same show,
Tumble down at shows.
the laundry room show. I was trying to get like Eli to like like lay on my back or something,
Dude.
like, or while I
I
was
don't
like
know.
playing guitar. This guy falls to the floor with me and starts holding me.
So instead of get on my back, which sounds like like a piggyback ride, that's when
Yeah.
you say back to back.
Okay, whatever. Back to back.
Get on my back. It's like, how? How do I do that?
Get on my back.
Wyatt, you got a favorite one to perform?
I love It Sucks That She Sucks. It's really fun. I also really like Highest Bidder. I gotta say that. It's nice to have a song that's in 6/8.
Wow. Yeah, we did that.
It is.
All right.
Yes.
I'm joking.
Dude,
I'm joking.
And that is just about all the time we have. I got 4 more questions for you. Any upcoming live shows you want to promote?
This Saturday at the Washington Park Theater. It's
What's
not
this
no,
you
just
holding?
Washington Theater. It's at the Patterson Park Community Center. Is Battle of the Bands. We're playing with 5 other really cool bands, and it's family friendly for once. Like you don't have to be above the age of 18 to go in. So like younger
Yowza.
siblings, or if you actually want to be able to show your parents a music scene without them being knocked viciously, it's a great opportunity. And then here first, we'll be having a show second weekend of April.
yeah.
Second weekend of April,
April
12.
12.
And it's gonna be at the Laundry Room, and it's gonna be a really good show. That one's exciting. It's still in the works, but
I will also want to say real quick, we do have all of our songs for the EP ready. It's just a matter of getting 2 of them recorded.
Awesome.
we just got that scheduled.
Anything you guys want to say to the listeners at home? Moving on. Yeah.
It's pronounced Koneyo, and it's pronounced.
It's pronounced Koneyo.
It's
Thank you
Proneo.
very much.
Koneyo Project?
The Koneyo Project.
Koneyo.
If you ever see me on campus, I'm a long-haired guy. Just start yelling at me. And if you don't know what I look like, just start yelling at any long-haired guy.
There's a lot of long-haired guys on
Carlos.
campus. Carlos.
Most of the people in the band have long hair.
That doesn't narrow it down much.
2 of them even kind of have my curl pattern. Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out Ted for dealing with us on code.
Yes,
Yeah.
shout out
Ted
Ted.
went through it. Middle of summer for one of Crabtree's classes. They turned in coat. He turned in coat.
Crabtree stole our Red Thunders.
I got him back.
Really?
I got him back though. Remember? Yeah. That was rough.
Shout out to Jameson and especially Eli Ray. Eli
Yeah.
Ray
Oh, yes, big
shout
shout
out
out
to
Eli
Eli
Ray.
Songs.
done a lot for us.
Very patient.
Very
big
patient
love.
big guy.
Um, Shout out to Sterling for letting us rehearse in his garage when it's cold outside.
Sterling
You
McFeedle,
can find
technical director
them
of
on In the
WMTS.
Garage Murfreesboro if you want to, if you need a place to record or rehearse.
That's where I'm recording my album.
Big shout out to Dark Matter. They still have my pencil pouch.
The laundry room also has my guitar stand.
I stole
That's been a while.
I stole a baby from the laundry room. Like it was just a little baby, like I don't know.
Was it
like,
Eli's kid?
No,
No,
this
that's
was
a
like this
man.
inch. It was like this inch tall, like
Oh, like a little. Oh,
yeah,
that's
like
weird.
a little fetus thing. I don't
Oh.
know. I found it.
Oh,
And,
fetus,
yeah.
like Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Beatles
how
with the
Levi
blurs.
was made. Happy birthday, Levi McFeedle.
Happy birthday, Levi Beatles.
Last
Shout out
question.
Levi. Never mind. I hate you.
Last question. Where can people find you?
In my cave.
Yeah. Mainly that.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, on YouTube, on
TikTok.
we barely post on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't care
We'll
about
get
it.
better. We'll get better.
Mostly Instagram over anything else. If we've got something going on, you're gonna hear about it on Instagram first. Or if you just like, if you see us around, we'll like talk to us. It's
Or
chill.
you might stumble across a poster on campus.
Yep, that
Sick.
happens.
Can we make a Facebook
Or
account?
you'll see the
if
wizard.
you want to go to Battle of the Bands this Saturday, you can come talk to us then, because we're gonna go hang out in like this little room afterwards where we talk to people.
I'm not going.
Wah, wah.
I will drag you by your hair.
They'll get us.
All right. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I had to plug my stuff now. If you have a song request or if you want an interview, you can email me, LUVOLonair@gmail.com, or DM me on Instagram at LUVOL_music on Instagram. Louisville is spelled L-U-V-O-L. I am not Louisville, Kentucky. That happens more than you would think. Thank you once again, the Koneyo Project, for being here. The first band I've had on my show so far. I think it went really well. For having 5 other people in the room
On 2
sharing
mics.
2 mics.
Your first band, you chose the 1-5 person.
Yep. What else do I have to say? Thank you all for listening, the listeners. Thank you, Brisk Iced Tea, for being here, which is legally water. Yeah, that's all I had to say. And now we'll fade out to the soothing sounds. It's been looping for a while now because this ending has gone on for a while. Thanks for coming by Yara Asmar. Good night, everyone. You can say whatever you want.
Oh.
Not whatever you want. Just say goodbye loudly.